Hello, 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 everyone. How are we doing tonight? Apologize for the delay there. Had a couple of technical difficulties with my camera. Again, was trying to get it sorted out, but finally got it this time. As you can see here, you can see my face, which is very nice. Cages Draws, good to see you. Glad you're here. Excalibur, good to see you here. Does anyone see the typo? Did I leave a typo? Uh-oh. Did I? Have I made an oopsie already? Well, I don't see any typos in the stuff that I've said, so hopefully I haven't embarrassed myself already before the stream has even started. It says lobage. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Let's get to it. Yeah. So we are in volume is low. You can't quite hear me. Okay, let's try adjusting that real quick. Okay, it's coming in pretty loud on my end. Strange. So my webcam is in the wrong spot. There we go. Fixed that. Why is the volume low? Can you at least hear me? Or is it just like low? Weird. Okay. Well, if everyone else can hear me, then we're good to go. Maybe just turn your volume up. So yeah, we are in real solar system. This is a user-created system in SimpleRockets made by Hypatchion, and it is a pretty accurate full-scale model of the actual solar system, which is crazy to think about. That someone made an accurate full-scale model of our solar system in a game, but they did it, and we're gonna mess around in it. If the game won't crash on me and will load, we'll see about that. How are you guys doing tonight, though? Talk to me. CTSF0 Super says I can hear you. That's good. Want to make sure my audio output is working. Yeah, I'm unmuted. Everything is looking good there. Hold on. There we go. Oh, hold on. For some reason, all of my UI stuff got shifted for some weird reason. There we go. Fixed it. All right. Is it loaded yet? No, it's still not loaded. Patience, everyone. We will get there. This world takes a little longer to load because it's a lot bigger. At least I've noticed on my machine. I've played on it once before, and I just re-downloaded it on my machine today. So it's been a while since I've played this, but it's a big system. Here we go. All right, so we are in, and I forgot that the launch pads have a gap in them. That's nice. Yeah, so our rocket is already broken and falling over. That's lovely. Let's launch on their runway, just so we don't have to deal with the shenanigans of trying to get a launch stand or something working here. Come on, come on. Here we go. All right, so this rocket that I've designed here is very basic. It's got 2 stages and a capsule with a parachute and a heat shield. There's very little bells and whistles on this thing. I've prettied it up a little bit, gussied it up a little bit, but it's pretty bare bones as far as mission goes. We're going to get into orbit. That's the goal tonight, is to get into orbit. I have 7 engines on the bottom here. These are Mage engines. I believe they're gas generator. I may have actually changed those. These may not be gas generator. I am running the mod Realistic Engine Overhaul, which is a sister mod to Stock Engine Overhaul, which if you've been watching my videos or if you're a fan of the channel, you know what Stock Engine Overhaul is. Realistic Engine Overhaul is almost identical, except all of the engine outputs have been tweaked up, so they're more, they have a higher thrust. Is literally the only difference between Stock Engine Overhaul and Realistic Engine Overhaul, because the base game, base SimpleRockets 2, all of the engines are nerfed because the solar system is a smaller scale. So Realistic Engine Overhaul undoes some of that. It kind of what's the word? It denerfs, it unnerfs a lot of those engines. So they make good engines for stuff like this. And we are off. I'm going to turn my volume down. The game volume is too loud. I can't hear myself think. But we are off. I'm going to go prograde, and we'll just let that carry us up. There we go. Nice and quiet. Excalibur, I've been noticing you've been getting a few copyright notices on your videos. If you want to use some background music, feel free to use some of mine. Maybe on some of my older videos, but I haven't gotten a copyright claim. I haven't gotten a copyright claim in a while. Let me pull up Studio while we're launching. These launches take a little longer because the planet is full scale, so these take a long time, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I've been getting any copyright claims. Let's see. What's the last video I got a copyright claim on? Boom, 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 boom. There was one video back in, gosh, August 1st of 2020 that I did that had a copyright claim on it, but it was, I deliberately used music I knew was copyrighted on that one. So it was not a surprise when they said it was copyrighted. I knew it was going to be copyrighted, and that was well before I got monetized. But now, ever since, ever since this year, I've been using the YouTube audio library, all of their free assets. So, sorry to bother you. Thought I saw one recently. Yeah, I would. You probably just saw one of my older ones. Is what I would guess. Because I do have a couple copyright claimed videos in some of my, older video making history. All right, we are about to do our main engine cutoff and stage sep. We are 2.2 minutes to apoapsis. Looking good so far. I think we'll get into orbit on this one. Oh. If the game doesn't glitch. Oh, we're still going though. Also, I need to turn off MLI. I just realized that I had MLI on. Actually, I'm going to restart this flight. I had MLI on, which is a cheat code for infinite fuel. And the only reason I had it on is because I just needed to get into orbit to make a screenshot for the thumbnail for this live stream. So I turned it on, flew out, got the screenshot, and then just set up the stream, and then went and had dinner with my wife and didn't think about it. So I still can't believe I still had that on. Let's rerun that real quick. Man, you got to have a beast of a PC. It's not a beast. It's a nicer computer. I built it myself. I'm not going to give out the specs, partially because I don't know them off the top of my head, and I'm not going to look them up. But yeah, I built this computer myself, and it runs pretty well. I've had very few issues with it. All right, we're going to try this again. We're going to fast forward through this a little bit, though. We'll run this at 4 times speed now, so it doesn't take forever. Back up. Hypatchion, welcome to the live stream, my friend. It's good to see you. Okay, we will start pitching over, because I realize we are going up too fast. We're not pitching over enough. Pitch over more, pitch over more. Okay, we really aren't pitching over enough. That's fine. Okay. First stage is done. We are on a suborbital trajectory. Is there a mod to fix the solar panel problem in RSS? I'm not 100% sure. I have not encountered a problem with the solar panels. Let me rephrase that. I have not played RSS hardly at all. This is like the 3rd or 4th time that I've opened it up. But from what I know about RSS and from what I know about how solar panels work in SimpleRockets 2, I'm going to guess that the solar panels feel super underpowered in RSS because you are farther away from the sun, and the game does not account for you being farther away from the sun. Like, you can't adjust the intensity of solar radiation super easily. So I do not know of any mods as of yet. I don't know if it's a feature that when you're designing a star in the Planet Studio, you can change the solar radiation intensity. Because if that were the case, that would be the answer. Is you go in and you adjust the solar radiation intensity of the star in your custom system. You adjust for it to be stronger, so that you can compensate for the fact that you are physically farther away from the planets. But I don't know enough about it. Yeah, I know there isn't a mod because there's only a handful of mods in SimpleRockets 2. I know all of the mods in SimpleRockets 2, so I know there isn't one. I don't know if there's a way to correct it without a mod, though. I wish there was. If I'm guessing the problem correctly. All right, so we failed to get in orbit. We were close to orbital velocity, but not quite. So we are coming down. In what country is that? What country are we going to impact here? I don't know enough about African geography to be able to tell you. We're coming down in southern Africa is where we're landing. We've got our parachute primed, ready to go. And we're starting to encounter some real re-entry heat now. That's good. Let's see how our heat shield's doing. We are going a lot faster than normal. Yeah, almost into orbit. I know South Africa is farther south. The country of South Africa is farther south. That is one country I know where it is. I have some very close friends, and yeah, some very, very close friends who are actually from South America. So we're coming in. How? No idea what country is there. Oh well. Somebody look up on a map and tell me what country this is right here that we're landing in, and I'll give you nothing, but I will praise you for it. Okay, we are almost done with the reentry. Okay, we are now done with the reentry heating, the extreme heating. We are on our way down. We will deploy our parachute at about 2,000 or 3,000 meters up. We don't really have to worry about that too much right now. For now, we're falling in a somewhat uncontrolled manner. Now it's definitely an uncontrolled manner. Let's okay, here we go. Gabon. Okay. We will call it Gabon. I don't know any better. So we are landing in Gabon, hopefully one of the nicer areas in Africa. And we're coming down nicely here. Okay, I will spare us all the torture of slowly watching a capsule spin towards the ground. We're going to go ahead and redesign this spaceship here. We need a little bit more performance out of it. So, we were really close just with that. We were really close. And I kind of botched that launch too. Or Republic of Congo. Yep, could be the Republic of Congo. Could certainly be. Depends on how accurate the this map is, because it is a handmade recreation, so it may not be 100% accurate. But I trust Hypatchion to have done a good job on it. Okay, so we are, let's see, Delta V, we have 9,661 meters per second. Plenty of thrust to weight ratio on that first stage. Thrust to weight ratio of 0.85 to 1, which is pretty good. For our second stage, you know what we could do though is I made this one bigger. Let's make this like 5.5 meters, so slightly take off some fuel there. That gives us a 0.91 thrust to weight ratio, and then our base stage will go 25 meters, and that gives us a 1.62 and 200 meters per second more of delta V. So that might be enough to get us there. Let's try it out. What makes the capsule spin like that at the end? So I had the reaction control system of the capsule, keeping it nice and steady, and then it ran out of battery at the end of the mission there. So because it ran out of battery, the RCS stopped working, and the aerodynamic forces started to cause it to spin. And because physics modeling isn't 100% accurate in SimpleRockets 2, it just started to spin out of control. Okay, we are going. Pitching over a little too much, though. Yeah, we're nowhere near Algeria. I know Algeria is far, far north of where we landed there, so. Alright, lights are freaking out. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we are up and we're going pretty good so far. Let's time warp it forward and see where we're heading. missing piece of the puzzle here. And so I know that that is coming relatively soon. I know they're working on that. So that might be the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to right now. Let's see, 5,000. Look at 4R VisiCode. We're gonna wait till we hit 5,000 meters, and then I want to set pitch to. We'll do 80, and wait until. We'll wait a given amount of time. We'll wait 5 seconds, and then set craft to target. Set craft heading on prograde. Okay. Let's see if that'll do it. Yeah, I would anticipate campaign mode's going to be coming out. I don't know what it's going to look like. They have really been tight-lipped about campaign mode, which I respect, but at the same time, I wish they would tell us something. I've had conversations with Pedro about it before, and kind of what they're planning, and it's some cool stuff, but it's a little later on down the pipeline for sure. Okay, so that didn't do it. We're just gonna ditch the VisiCode. I'm not gonna take the time right now to try and hard code an auto launch script for this guy. We're just gonna fly it by stick, and try to fly it better. So we'll trash that. Save and launch. Have you guys seen the Visi tutorial that I put out recently? Have you guys seen that recently? It was yesterday, the Visi tutorial I put out, introductions. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know what you think about that. I would love to get your guys' feedback on those. I'm going to be doing several more. Mr. Foxy, well, thank you, sir. £2. I wasn't able to watch your streams in a long time, so this is for you. Thank you so much, my friend. I can't tell you how much that means to me. Dude, you have been probably one of the most consistent people to join these streams, and I have always appreciated chatting with you in the chat and seeing you here. So, dude, that does not go unwelcomed. I thank you so much. I really appreciate that. The Visi tutorial was a great video. Great, glad you liked it. Yeah, I put a decent amount of work into that video. I'm pretty proud with how it came out. I've already finished the second one, and it's going to come out tomorrow. I was kind of a little curious, or not curious, but apprehensive about using, because if you saw the video, the very end of the video, I basically assigned homework, and I was a little apprehensive about assigning people homework in a YouTube video, but I think the intention went well. So hopefully people will watch those. I plan on making at least 6 or 7 of those. I've already got the second one out. So the first one was an introduction just on like very bare basics. When you look at Visi, what do you need to be looking at? For people who don't have a lot of coding experience, because like I've got a lot of coding experience. I've worked with visual coding before. I'm not the best at Visi, but I am good at coding. And the principles of coding don't change depending on the language you're using. So I wanted to make these videos like a very, from the bottom up, kind of, what's the word? Just like primer on how to use Visi. I'm not going to get into the super advanced stuff just because I don't know the super advanced stuff. But I want the focus to be on like getting someone who doesn't know anything about Visi to be able to do some basic stuff, and then go to other people's videos, because there are other YouTubers who've done videos on Visi that are like way over my head with the kind of things they're talking about. And I want people to go and watch those videos after they watch mine and kind of like have a better understanding for how all that works. Okay, our first stage is expended. We are on our way up. And accelerating, we have a thrust to weight ratio on the second stage of 0.91, which is all right for now. I'm going to lock prograde here, and we're just going to cruise along. Okay. I'm going to lock that. Not going to let my angle of attack get any lower than that. We are just cruising now. And we'll take a moment to just admire the looks of this game. Look at that. I really love the real-time reflections. And RSS in particular, Like looking down at the Caribbean right there. That looks so freaking awesome. All right, we are 4,000, almost 5,000 meters per second now. At a half tank of fuel, we have another 3,300 meters per second. So we should be able to get it on this one. I think we really should be able to get it on this one. Okay. All right, 7,000 meters per second. We will go ahead and stop time warping. We're cruising now. Looking good, looking good. 18 seconds to apoapsis, 19. Closing in. Okay, I'm going to throttle down now. The reason I'm throttling down is I want to get into orbit right at my apoapsis, and my apoapsis is getting away from me. I'm going to throttle way down. Okay, that is orbit right there. We'll circularize. Here, oh, overshot it. It's fine. Not a big deal. Boom, we have circularized our orbit. What do we have? We have 662 meters per second of delta V left in this rocket. That's enough to deorbit us and not much else. That's awesome though. All right, so that is a orbital launch right there in real solar system. Let's see what we can do with it next. Let's see. Where do we want to put it down? All right. Name a country. Name a country, and I'll see if I can land it there. Someone, quick. Someone name a country. While you guys are coming up with countries for me to try and land in, CTSF-0 Super, do you think SR2 will ever have system of failures or anything along that line? Do you mean like automated system failures, sort of like an engine valve not opening or like a throttle getting stuck, that stuff? Land in the Vatican. Okay, I got Vatican in Italy, so we're going for Rome. That's what I'm hearing right now, is we're landing in Rome. Problem, that's like right at the top of our inclination, isn't it? Ooh, we're close here. I see Australia, Kenya, Italy. Let's see. Can we make No, Greece is too high. Can we do Australia? We could do Australia. England's definitely too high. England's way up there in its latitude. But you know what? I think Australia is within reach. Here comes our friend Australia. Here it is. Okay, we can do Australia. I'm going to... But we have to hit it on this one, though. Okay. We will do off the coast of... Shoot, somebody tell me what the bottom half... Like down here by Sydney... This is Sydney, right? I know Australia has is divided into sixths or something. I don't know. Okay, let's start planning our deorbit. 600 meters per second gives us that. That's going to be a little too close to the land. I do want to put it in the ocean. That's too far. Let's go here. It's also too far. Maybe here. 600 meters per second puts us right about there. You know what? That'll work. We're going to lock it. We are boarding it. Not burning it. We are auto burning it. There we go. And we are off. Engines roaring. We've just got a couple hundred meters per second here. Put us in the Southern Pacific. And then we'll let the Australian Navy come and pick up our daring astronauts. Okay, our fuel has been expended. I'm going to go ahead and ditch our last stage. That's separated. And we're just going to cruise now. All right, we are cruising, about to hit atmosphere any second now. Hey, Mr. Foxy again with a £5 donation. You deserve more. Probably I'm not going to be in the most streams, but when I have time, Can't miss one. Keep up the amazing work. Amazing streams. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You don't have to do that for me. Not gonna say no, but man, that you're being so generous right now. I'm so thankful, and I'm so glad that you're here tonight. Yeah, glad you can make the ones you can, and they're always recorded too. So anyone who misses one can always go back and get another one. All right, we are cutting through the atmosphere now. Yep, just off the coast of Australia. Can we see Australia from here? No? I'm going to say no. I think we are... Can't really, like, look at it in the map view, but I believe the curvature of the Earth has gotten away from us. Yes, we are on the wrong end of that. But we are coming down. I'm going to go ahead and turn off... going to turn off my reaction control system and let it spin for a little bit just so that I can have it at the end there. Okay, so we are spinning somewhat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now we're like actually spinning. We'll go ahead, deploy shoots. Try and, jeez. Oh, I would not want to have to clean out this capsule from all that vomit. Okay, we're just gonna let that run at 6 times acceleration. Yeah, I don't know why these are processing like it should come to stability. Its axis. It's not. Okay, we're okay. Now we're connected. I can tell we're connected, which is good. I'm still dropping frames. What is taken up all my... Here, hold on. Here's what we'll do. Let's run a speed test. Why don't we? Okay. It has nothing to do with my bandwidth. Or shouldn't. Okay. Yep, shouldn't have anything to do with my bandwidth if I'm getting 10 megabits per second upload. Alright, are you guys seeing it now? Okay. I don't know what the deal was with all that. That was super random because it was running nice and smooth for a while there, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. We're still dropping a couple of frames. Yeah, the Wi-Fi says, well, the Wi-Fi, it's not Wi-Fi, it's Ethernet. And I just did a speed test, and my internet connection, according to the Google speed test, is totally fine. So I don't know what the deal is. All right, we're gonna soldier on though. So we've gone into orbit. This ship will get us into orbit. I feel like that's all fine and dandy, but this is just an empty capsule, you know. We need to make more out of this. So what I'm thinking is we need to put an actual payload into orbit. And I want you guys' input. Mr. Foxy, for your donations today, I would love it if you could tell me what you think we should put into orbit. Everyone else, feel free to brainstorm. Yeah, plot twist reentry caused it to heat up. Yeah, the reentry caused my computer to heat up so much that it crashed my internet. It was really an intense reentry, guys. There we go. Okay, YouTube's saying the stream is healthy, so we are back to being golden. All right, so I want you guys to come up with a payload idea for me. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to redesign this rocket and configure it for a payload. So let's add our command chip. We'll make that the primary now. We'll ditch the command pod. We don't need that. Actually, I'm going to change this. Put that there. Whoops. That there. That there. Okay. When you say, what can you say? Those reentry effects are next gen. Yeah, it's like the Starship when it lands its booster out on the drone ship, and the camera gets melted, and like the stream's fine, and then and it cuts. It's like that. A satellite that spins very fast for seemingly no reason. Okay, that's one idea, and I'm not going to say it's a bad idea because I'm a nice person, but I'm not going to go with that idea necessarily unless we can't come up with anything better. Red heavy lift to send something into orbit. Well, we've already got something into orbit. That's not the problem. The problem is we've got a ship to send stuff to orbit. We just have nothing to send to orbit. I'm building a bigger fairing than I'm going to need because this thing's not going to be able to launch a ton of mass. Let's see, 380, 390, 400, 360 meters, probably good. Fidget spinner satellite. Okay, Hypatch says fidget spinner satellite. Okay, we could do that. Mr. Foxy, what would you like to see? Wheel of cheese. So I'm seeing a lot of spinning. Apparently, is the theme tonight. You know, there's I watched a Scott Manley video like a month ago on spin stabilized satellites, and it actually there are some cool stuff we could do with it. All right, so let's build the base of the satellite, whatever it's going to be. You know, not saying what it's going to be right now. Whatever it will be, we need to start building the core of our satellite. So I'm going to have this be a totally empty piece right here. And what's our part shape tool? We'll do a 1 meter by 1 meter by 2 meter core like that. And we'll do square it off like that. Oh, you know one thing we could do. Hold on. All right. Pro builder tip right here. I'm going to use the Tinker Panel, and don't hate me. I'm going to make the mass on this 0, but there is a reason that I'm doing this because I'm going to clip a bunch of parts through it now. We'll do 0.5 and 0.7. 0.5 and 0.7 like that. Make it square. Probably 0.4, honestly. Yeah, 0.4. Then let's tuck this guy in till it's flush and do 6-way symmetry. Boom! Hexagon. Look at that. That is some pro gamer moves right there. We need to scoot this out just a smidge, it looks like. Trying to get these corners to line up. That's pretty close. Okay, we'll say that's close enough. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to group it together. And then that should be enough, right? Okay. There are a lot of part connections on this, so it'll be a little bit of a pain. Finish my museum on Luna. Excalibur, you're building a museum on Luna. Are you like launching it from Luna and you're like building it, or are you like launching it to Luna and building a museum on Luna? Because those are two different things. In the meantime, while you answer my question there, I'm going to put some solar panels on this. Where are my solar panels? Here they are. Okay, so we will do, that's right. I need to break symmetry on this, I think. Or no, actually what I could do is turn off all the part connections for these, which will take a second, but by turning off all the part connections, these just become cosmetic, right? Oh, and they need to have some mass. We'll give them mass. 92 kilograms is too many kilograms, though. This shouldn't weigh that much. I think the sphere was not too heavy either. We'll go 18 kilograms per. And then we've got this guy here. Does not need to be that big. Only one row, and we will scoot it out a smidge and do double radial symmetry there. Yeah, do the lazy method, put a launch location there. That's what I thought. No means of disrespect. Like that's still pretty ambitious, pretty gutsy thing to try and do, but yeah, there's a big difference between trying to like just build and like design something that's already there and then like launching all of those pieces to the Luna. The challenge curve's significantly different. But cool, man. That sounds like a fun little project you got going on. And if you finish it, I would love to check it out. In the meantime, putting a gyroscope on this guy because we need one. How much does that weigh? 53 kilograms. That's too much. 17 kilograms. That's more reasonable. And we will tuck this guy in. And I just realized I'm not on a grid. We'll put myself back on a grid. I hate building off grid. Like my grid system, it's very important to me to stay on a grid system. Okay, so we've got that. What do we need? What do we need? We need a satellite. Make a solar panel big and scale it down. Ooh. Oh, Mr. Foxy added again with the clutch idea. Yeah, we could make it huge. And then make it like that big. And that big. That actually is a super good idea. Let's see if that works. I would love to see if that actually does it, if that fixes it. If so, that's a genius solution. Little bit cheaty, you know, use the Tinkerpan a little bit, but I like it. I like this. I like that style. I like that kind of cheating, you know, where you're not trying to make it easier on yourself. You're just trying to make it more reasonable. Okay, we'll do batteries. We'll do 2 of those. 2 of those. Come on. There we go. And let's paint that. Let's do shiny material for that guy. Okay, now we need an antenna is what we need right now. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do that. I want to use a strut piece. And we're going to no, we'll make it spherical. All the way spherical. 4, and then like a length of 0.025 is good. Okay, so that will be the base, and now we need should we do a fairing? We could do a fairing. Okay, maybe not a fairing. Inlet will work though. Why is this not? What the heck? That's weird. What if I put a battery on this? Okay, now it'll connect. That's fine. Okay, we got that. We have our dish. Make that a little bigger. Yeah, we're doing a SAP build in RSS. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. We are building satellites. That is what we are doing. Let's do a gold foil. Actually, let's do gold foil for this. And then switch our texture around here to this guy. And crank the detail. Why does that look so awful? What the heck? What on earth? Why is that so bad? You guys seeing this? Why does the... What the heck? Oh, you know what? I think it's because of the shape. Okay, so that shape is a no-go. Let's see, we could do the grooves. That's fine, I guess. We could do simple texture if we, like, scaled it up. Like that. That doesn't look terrible. But that looks terrible. Hold on. Let me really quickly shrink that part down just so it's not clipping. Okay. That's a start, I guess. I'm not super proud of that. We could put a little bit more polish on that if we wanted to, but I'm going to leave it for now. In the meantime, we've got our actual dish coming along. We'll do white for this guy. But I think we're going to use a different white. Yeah, it's the shape. It's got to be the shape. Excuse me. Got something in the back of my throat. Yeah, I know it's the shape because it's like really weird how it's stretching the texture a bit. Don't know what the deal is with that. In the meantime, okay, so we've got this guy. We could do the channels texture, but that doesn't... What do you guys think? What should our texture be for this? I'm thinking panels, really, is what I think that's what it's going to be. But let's do... There, that stands out a little bit. And then let's go back to this and do like 2 on the panels. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, we're using a simple texture, but it's like way, way tiled. Or are you saying simple for the dish? I don't want to do simple for the dish because we're already using it for the tiles here. I am going to grab that guy, and what are we going to do with him? We're going to... Nope, nope, wrong one, wrong one. Boom. Okay, and then X offset, Z offset, offset it inwards, and then... Is that too far? That's too far. Okay. Attach a camera, that would be cool. Yeah, we could attach a camera for sure. Where should we attach a camera if we're going to do that? Also, what's the mass here? Oh, before we get much further here, there is something we absolutely need to attach, and that is a command chip, or this will be a short-lived adventure. Okay, command chip. Plop that down in there so it's hidden. Attach a camera. Yeah, let's do a camera here. I'm going to attach it to this part, but then I'm going to move it. Let's scoot it out to the edge of this block here. That's a good enough place. Right there. And then let's do a variable zoom. We'll put the cameras all on slider 2, so those will be their controls. And we'll do like the full range for that. Let's do another camera, but we'll have it in the cargo bay. And we'll have it pointing at the payload roughly. Whoop, I jacked that up. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Turn. There. So that camera is sitting there. Well, we're not going to do a variable zoom, but we will give it a nice big field of view so it can see what's going on. And we'll tuck it in right there. So we're going to call this one payload cam. And the other one will be satcam 1. Satcam 1. Okay. Batteries. Yes, we need batteries. I believe we have 2 batteries here and a battery here, so that we've got our power sorted out. We've got solar panels. We need gyroscopes. We need gyroscopes for sure. Also, I just realized we're going to want, if I could grab this. There we go. Okay, we're going to detach that part because I want to add fuel to this guy. We're going to add a little fuel tank here at the bottom. Make it stick out. This guy is going to have monopropellant, hydrazine fuel right here. Fill it up, and I'm going to stick a teeny tiny little engine, not that guy. Monopropellant, this guy right here. This is our engine for the whole craft right there. It's that little doodad right there. It is that's one of the modded ones. Oh, you're right. I already put a gyroscope on there. Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot that I had already thought to do that. Yeah, so we're not doing an ion engine because I hate ion engines. And they suck. We're going to do an itsy bitsy little little RCS engine right here, but this is specifically a RCS engine. Make it a little bigger, give it a smaller throttle size. It's got hydrazine in there, perfect. That is ready to go. Actually, we can scale that fuel tank here up, like so. So that'll be the fuel tank. Yeah, it's a very, very small engine, very purpose-built, but they are super useful for satellites. We'll do 0.6. Need enough clearance for it. 0.4 and 0.4. Okay, so that is our attachment point. What mod is this? We are currently using Realistic Engine Overhaul. So that gives me some more flexibility with my engines on this ship here. Okay, so that is most of a satellite. You know, there's one more thing we can do here. I'm going to throw on... Whoop. If I can get this to work. 120 degrees. There we go. We're going to do a couple, like, long antenna. Like that. So that'll be 1, and then add 180. And tuck this guy down. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. I screwed something up. Sorry, I wasn't talking there for a second. I just realized that guy should be off. There we go. Similar live stream, but with the realistic fuel tanks too. Yeah, so I have that that mod as well. Not using it tonight. I don't like it as much. It's good for what it tries to do, but I think it could use some improvement, and it hasn't been worked on in a while. It is a good mod, and I like the principle behind it though. But I just don't use that one as much personally. We'll set that to push. We'll set that to push. Okay, so all of these are on activation, or not activation group 1, but on slider 1. In what altitude is it going to be? You know, I'm not sure. We'll probably put it around 200 or 300. We have a 1-ton payload. Okay. I think it's time to give this thing a shot. Let's paint these pistons here more silvered. And then let's give it a shot. Yep, fairing on. Let's do a stage check. We've got our 7 main engines on the bottom. We have our upper stage engine, fairing separation where it should be, this inner stage, and then our tiny little engine here at the end with like no thrust on it, basically. Actually, hold on. I want to make sure that that's... Did I grab it there? Okay. Analyze performance. 1.45 kilonewtons in vacuum. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Attach the cameras to the antennas too. Yeah, should have done that. Whoops, too late. We'll do that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's a good enough idea. That's a good enough idea. We'll turn around and undo and exit. How's the stream going so far? Excellent connection. Good. We have not had any connectivity issues since that last debacle. That is what I'd like to hear. Cameras on. Cameras on the antennas here. Rotate this doodad around. And we'll point it back at the craft, actually. Oh, that's another idea we could do, is have a like a rotating camera mount. We could totally do that. That would be cool. All right, you know what? That was a good enough idea that it popped another idea in my head, so we're going to do that as well. SatCam 2. That'll be SatCam 3. Said that 7 minutes ago. Well, good news is that you're just by saying it, you know, it had a delayed effect. There was a little delayed fuse on it, but we're here now and we've got the idea. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna make those black. I don't like the blue color, to be honest. Nope. I want a strut. I want that guy right there. That's a fuel tank. I want the strut. Give me the strut. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Okay, let's put our little camera probe right there. 0-degree angle. Okay, we need, what do we need? We need a rotator, which will be this guy. Make his base go away. Okay, so we've got our rotator. He'll be slider 4 for the rotator, and we'll give him 180-degree range. And then what do we need? We need a hinge for our up and down, 90 degrees. That'll be on slider 4. Yes. Would we want to reverse the order of these? Hinge first on slider 4. Rotator on 3. Let's make rotator 3, rotator 4, hinge 3, and they need to be pretty slow. We'll go down to 20. 4, 3, 4. And we need a camera, which I will grab this guy here. I don't want these guys to have variable zoom. I want this guy to have a variable zoom, and we will rotate him around. Oh, come on. Come on. Grab the right ring there. There we go. Grab that, pull him up, and then let's scoot him down. That's too much. We're going to go off grid just for this last little bit here. So I want it to look right about there. That looks good. All right, we'll go with that. Let me slap the fairing back on this bad boy, and we can shrink this down. 2 meters. Let's do 2.5. That looks too short. That looks better. Staging. Check stage. Everything looks good. We do have less fuel though, or less delta V, which is to be expected. Well, you know what they say. I'm off grid again and should have just been paying more attention. 28 meters. Give us some more fuel since we've got a heavier payload. Check my thrust to rate ratio, around 1.5, still pretty good. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can get this in orbit too. There should be more sliders, and the hinge rotators should rotate further. Well, they already added more sliders. How many more sliders do you need? So we've got slider 1, 2, which I already forgot what 2 does, 3, and 4. So those are our sliders. And we will throttle up and light our engines. We are off. I'm going to pitch over by 5 degrees early and then hold that for a minute. We'll time warp. Time warp some more, get up a little bit. And now I'm going to start banking over with my apoaps and let my apoaps carry me the rest of the way. Wait, are we going... What? We're going west? Whoop, hold on. Undo. Retry. We're going the wrong way. On a one-way orbit here. Let's turn this puppy around. I definitely want to be launching east. Definitely want to be launching... Whoop, too fast. I want to be launching east. We're going to go throttle up. Do that again. Okay, pitch over. And when my apoaps hits about 10 kilometers, okay, throttle down a little bit because I don't want to put my apoapsis too high up again. Let's go for the orbit apoapsis. Yeah, we're definitely too high up on our apoapsis already. Just gonna pitch over all the way. Boom. We are golden. Payload is on its way. 72 seconds to apoapsis. Hey, yeah, on top of the four sliders, you can use Visi variables, func, and MFDs. Pedro, it is good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, and I unfocused our little craft here. Okay, we are climbing. And this is just a matter of time now. While we're here, let's go ahead and deploy our satellite's gear. So we've got our antennas are extending. Let's extend our solar panels, which we have tinkered somewhat. And let's see how much power we're drawing in. So these are the big solar panels, 204 watts. That seems a little low. I think that's a little low. 204 watts. Okay. We've got, what does slider 2 do again? I don't think maybe we didn't assign slider 2. That's fine. Didn't assign slider 2. Let's go through our cameras. We have our payload camera, which is now just looking up at the payload. Oh, slider 2 is our camera focus, wasn't it? No. No, we left slider 1 as the camera focus. Okay. So that slider 2 is totally useless. That's fine. SatCam 3, SatCam 2, payload cam, SatCam 1. SatCam 3, 2. Which one is it? Which one's the camera? This guy right here. What's its name? Did I miss it? Oh, it's also called payload cam. Okay. So this payload cam, and then this payload cam is the actual payload cam. Okay, so this guy, we should be able to rotate. That's the hinge. Let's rotate him this way. Oh, you know what? We made a mistake in choosing what our... Dang, we made a mistake in choosing what our controls would be, or what orientation. So when I was putting that on, I don't know if you remember me talking about this, but I was like, oh, should we do hinge first or rotator first? And I put the hinge first and then the rotator. I realize now that was totally the wrong decision, because that now, instead of being able to rotate this way like we want it to, instead what we're doing is rotating it this way, and then like all we can do is twist around that axis. That's dumb. Also, we are on our way down now, which I don't know why we're pointing towards the ground, but I want to be pointing up. How much more delta V? We have 2,000 meters per second delta V, and we're going about 7,000 meters per second now. Should be able to get this into orbit, I think. Should we? Oh, yes, we can. Okay, we have enough delta V to get this in orbit. We botched that orbit a little bit. So we're going to go back. I'm going to unscrew up my rotators on that camera, and we're going to try that launch again. Okay, let's see. One, we're going to call this our SatCam 4. And then we're going to grab this guy. Wait, no. I'm going to grab this guy, then this guy, then this guy. Rotator first, then the camera. And then we'll fix the camera orientation real quick. I could also put side boosters on this if I wanted. That's the other thing that we didn't talk about, is we're really close on our delta V margins for this. I could put side boosters on this. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do 2 external boosters. We'll grab regular fuel tank here, stretch it out, and then on this side we'll throw our booster at 90 degrees. Good. Right there. Let's drag this guy down, be roughly flush with the engines, and then I'm going to grab one of these engines, but we're going to modify it. It's going to be we could do a hybrid engine, or we could do a solid engine. Let's do a hybrid. No, we'll do the solid. We'll do P-band, fuel, and we'll do the echo. Shrink the nozzle down. Increase the size. Let's tuck this guy up. Okay, that looks good so far. And then we want this guy to be super strong and add a nose cone to it. We'll do the same simple texture we've got going on the side here, which is fine. And then I will add two-way radial symmetry. So we've got our boosters. Okay, let's try it with the boosters. Let me make sure I've got my staging correct. We have 2 boosters. Oh yeah, that totally fucked with our staging. Great. These engines need to be here. Those engines need to be there. These interstages can go here. This interstage should go there. Fairing, interstage, engine. Okay. 10.2 kilometers per second of delta V. So we've added about 1,000 meters per second of delta V. Should be enough to get us to just about any orbit we want with that much. Okay, time warp to daytime. Throttle up. Lock our heading and launch. I'm going to rotate around. I'm going to line my rocket now so that we are plant there and then pitch over. All right, looking good. Lock prograde and let's cruise to orbit. Okay, I'm going to lock on my orbital velocity now. We're going to really pitch over hard, because I want to start burning horizontal as early as possible. Look at those engines. Those are gorgeous. All right, we are lifting off. Why do you launch from the runway? I'll show you why once we get this into orbit. The launch pads are a little jacked up. Okay, so we've got nominal looking good so far. Let's pitch down a little bit. Boosters are expended. That's a clean separation of our side boosters. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. Let's burn flush for this last bit here. I'm going to go ahead and separate our fairing early out of sequence. That's fine. We've got some more delta V to work with here. We are out of the atmosphere though. Okay, as soon as this bottom stage burns out, we'll main engine cut off and let our second stage go. Is it just me or is it very stuttery? What do you mean stuttery? Not just you. Are we getting a bad... We dropping frames again? We've dropped a couple of frames, but not nearly as many as we were earlier, so I don't think that's it. I don't know. If the problem persists, let me know about it. How about that? Okay, we are on our way up. I'm going to go ahead and deploy our antenna as we had before. And then let's try... Oh, wait, we've got SatCam 4 now. We've got a nice view of the globe. Look at that. That is something right there. Although, yeah, Hypatch, I am... Hold on. Yeah, you can see that tessellation real bad, like right here at the edge of the antenna. That is, that's a little unfortunate that it looks like that. Other than that, though, I mean, look at that. That is stunning of a view right there. Okay, time forward. We are just waiting for the engines to finish burning. Okay, maybe just a little bit of lag. I don't know. Don't know what caused that, but we are just about to get into orbit here. try and pull our apoapsis up. We are a little past apoapsis, which is fine. There we are. There's our apoapsis again. I'm going to point prograde and throttle down for this last bit here. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, maybe it's just the violence of launch is causing the game to freak out a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll throttle up. We're going to put it in a 300 for 500. Oh, overshot. That's fine. We'll do a 600 kilometer orbit. 700 kilometer orbit. You know what? That's as accurate as we need to be there, because we do have another engine. What's the name of the solar system mod? It's yeah, so it's not technically a mod. It is a user created system called Real Solar System. It is not a mod proper because they have integrated the ability to build unique solar systems in game. So you don't have to mod the game to build your own solar systems. You can download this off their website. It is called Real Solar System, and it is real cool because we are playing with a scale model of the Earth right now, and it's super sick. All right, so we've got our payload in orbit. I think we are all good to go. Let's switch to payload cam, and let's watch this thing float off. All right, payload is deployed. Gorgeous. Okay, we're going to deploy our solar panels now. And that is causing us to freak out for some reason. There we go. Okay, for some reason our solar panels deploying caused us to have a bit of a kerfuffle. Okay, let's look at... Let's use our camera here to take a look at ourselves. Yeah, technically it's called Solar System. Its original name was Real Solar System RSS, and then now they just call it Solar System because it's just the solar system. But yeah, it is available. It's like on the front page of the website. If you go to content, I think it's content and then planets and systems. Okay, solar panels look good. Everything looks good in that department. Good to know. And we are on our final stage. Does this produce any thrust? Why not? You've got fuel. Nope, it doesn't produce any thrust. Well, that's fine because we are in orbit, so we are good to go on that front. We don't need to be producing thrust at this point. Let's just enjoy the view. There she is. Gorgeous. All right, she needs a name. We've launched this spaceship. You know, we've launched this satellite. We've not named this satellite. What are we going to call it? Right now it's just called Playercraft New, but I think we can do better than that. Also, let's delete the garbage that got left up here. And we will recover our pod from that other mission. So we've got that back. And then, where is it? New, right here. What should we name it? ISS. Oh, I must make it spin for seemingly no reason. That's right. Okay. Well, we have the systems on board to do that. Boom. There's your spin. Here, this is the static cam, I think. And it's gone. If this is nauseating for anyone, I just want you to know that it is your fault and it was your idea to do this. There we go. Look at that. She is cruising. All right. Spin's over. Our course has been righted. We are back on. We need to name it now. Let's come up with a name. You know what? We're going to call this Mr. Foxy because Mr. Foxy was such a incredible patron today. He gets this one named after him. Super thankful for you, dude. Love you, man. Really appreciate it. We have achieved orbit. We have deployed our satellite. We've got all our camera suites on there. It's a pretty decent looking satellite, if I do say so myself. Pretty happy with it. All right. I think that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast too. We're going to save this one. Save and exit. So, in the future, if we do any more live streams, we'll be doing them in real solar system for a while. Because why not? Let's save this crest too. We're going to call this the ISS RSS. We're going to call this the ISS RSS. Is what this craft will be called, the Integrated Space Systems Real Solar System. Let's save and exit. And we'll rename this ISS Stream Real Solar System. Okay. Yeah, so we will do the next couple live streams will be in real solar system. I had a ton of fun with this. This was a real challenge, a lot of fun. Mr. Foxy, is my astronaut still on Duna? I think you mean Silero. Duna is the KSP Mars equivalent. But if you meant Silero, the answer is no. We recovered him quite some time ago, if you remember. So he is safe and sound back at home. All right, so we are back home. We have saved our flight, and you know what? I will see you guys in the next video, next stream, and hope you guys all have a great night. So you guys take care.